Hi, it's Steve again from mytoolkit.co.uk. Today we're going to talk about air compressors, and we get time and time again we get people asking, have you got a small portable air compressor that would be ideal for me to use in my home, in the workshop, and has portability? Well, I'm going to show you one today, a 6 litre air compressor that will plug into your ordinary 3-pin ring main. And let's have a look. Here we go. As you can see, I can lift it up. 11 kilos in weight, nice and portable. Now this is oil free as well. So if you do tip it over, you put it in the boot of the car and you transport it, you've got no worry of oil being displaced from the sump. So very, very flexible, very portable. That compressor comes shipped like that. The only thing you've got to do is on the base there are 4 rubber anti-vibration feet. There we go, just to show you. And they just screw on to the base of the frame. That's all you've got to do. Plug it into your ring main, switch it on, away you go. And when I say switch it on, once it's plugged in, on the front here, there's your on-off switch. You pull it up, and the compressor will switch on automatically. And what it does, when the pressure drops to a certain level, the compressor starts and it will run and then it'll cut out again. So once you've set it up, that's it, you just leave it. It cuts out at a pressure of 8 bar, 116 psi, pounds per square inch. As you're using your air gun, stapler, nailer, the pressure will drop down, and at 6 bar, 87 psi, it cuts in. And so it will cut in and cut out automatically. Difference between the cut in and cut out, 29 psi. And just to show you, there's your pressure gauge. As you can see, that is telling you what air pressure is in the 6 litre reservoir. But very importantly, you see a regulator here, and this is the pressure going through the quick release coupling down the airline to your stapler. As you can see here, we've got a current pressure of approximately about 100 psi. But the regulator, if we just come back with the camera, you can see here, by moving this, we can regulate this outlet pressure to the airline and the tool. Now this works opposite to a normal tap. If you go anti-clockwise, which would normally open, this will actually reduce the air pressure. So if I just do this, we can see it dropping, 90 psi there, and we can see once you leave that, it will regulate wherever tank pressure to that. Now ideally for staple guns, nail guns, what you want to set this at is 90 psi. That's an ideal optimum working pressure. It will run at 100, 115 psi, but you're going to get more wear and tear in the tool. But 90 psi is an ideal sort of working pressure. Set your regulator to that. The compressor will cut in and cut out, and you'll always have 90 psi going to your tool. Now if I just turn this compressor around again, what we can see here is a quick release adapter, and this is where we connect the airline to. Just pull back the fitting there, and there we can see, connected now, we've got air pressure flowing through the airline to your staple or your nail gun. And if we wish to disconnect this, just hold back the sleeve and we're connected. It automatically shuts off the air pressure from the tank, from the airline. Now maintenance on these tools, very straightforward. It's oilless, so you don't have any oil to worry about. But what you do get when you're using these compressors is a build-up of moisture, and then you get water in the base of the tank. And what you don't want is the carryover of that moisture through the airline into the tools. And of course what you don't also want is a small 6 litre tank. You don't want it filling up with water. You've got less working space. But about once a week, what you want to do is just have a look. You've got a drain valve there. Just simply open that about quarter, half a turn. Be careful where you open this because you will get moisture coming out. You can drain the tank and then shut it off again. I want to say be careful there. You will get rust in with that moisture, and of course it will stain. So you don't want to do this indoors on a carpet or a surface area. Ideally put it over a drain area. So there you are. 11 kilos, very portable, fantastic budget compressor. And you can use it in the home, in the workshop. Put this with the airline and your staple gun and away you go. Ideal for upholstery, small woodworking projects. You'll be able to tell me. But there we go. See you again soon. Take care.